old acquaintance be forgotten, never brought to mind? Should old acquaintance be forgotten, days of old lang syne? Old lang syne, my darling, old lang syne. We'll take a cup of kindness yet for days of old lang syne. Ah, Mimo mine, Mimo mine. Ah. Hold on. By starting early, I hope to not have any scoff. And I'm live. Sheep. Wait, did I post it? Oh, wait. Yeah, it's posted. Yeah, okay. Ooh. Wait, let me take up this. Wait, let me take off this. Hello, somebody. I don't got my cell phone up for my I use my cell phone as my secondary monitor to see my chat. So I know someone's there. Hello. Hello, Axel 5. Hello. Today is New Year's Eve. Yay. Everyone cares about New Year's Eve more than they do New Year's because, you know, this is the day. Stupid chair. Whatever. Anyway, everyone cares about New Year's Eve more because, you know, people get drunk on this day. Anyway, I'm just gonna get some YouTube music. I think today is a little bit more of a funner day, so I think I'm gonna actually suffer through the copyright claim and listen to some Amelie's music. A little bit more rockin' and rollin'. There we go. Hopefully that didn't burst your guys' eardrums out. Okay, so what are we going to be working on today? Last year... Let me pull my stream cover for a minute, though. I don't know. Stream cover, is there anything in this that I want to be good in? No. I'm a little bit smarter now. I realized, maybe I should have my screen cover up, but I still opened it up before I did it, but it's only for a second. Put that in there for a minute. Anyway. Where is it? Where's my own freaking... My day's so far been going good. It is still 6 where I am, so, you know, still got plenty of time to mess up. Yeah, okay, so that's where the clipstudiopaint file. Oh. Maybe. I thought I was more prepared. Ah, there it is. Well, there it is, but... Open file location. Oh, it's in the meme stuff. It's in the memes. Okay, that makes sense. Anyway, last year we did something like this for my, my, 2023, art summary. That was such a good year art-wise. Oh my goodness. Look at, like, that was kind of bunk, but... And that one was kind of bunk, but... I think that's when I start Revolution from Color, though, in my defense. But it's just like... I did so many good things this year. This became my most popular short. You can see it right here. Short. Popular. Yeah, see? There it is. I uploaded a short, and I got a lot of views from it really, really fast. And I click on it, but it's got copyrighted music in it, and I don't want to get that. And anyway, I was starting to get nervous, because I do not like getting an inrush of fame and popularity. Because I think a lot of people subscribe to me thinking that I'm just a normal art channel. And then when they find out some of my opinions, they probably don't like it. So, not that I'm not happy. I mean, I don't care who you are. You want to be a fan of me? Fine. Just don't also make me change my opinion. Anyway, this year we're going to be doing Never One. And it's going to be a lot more boring. And the art's going to probably be a lot more underwhelming. Oh, thank you, Axel. Anyway, I already got me sketched up, so let's get into it. First, I'm gonna save this drawing. I'm actually gonna save it in the right file. "2024, baby." Gonna exit out, and then if I finish this early enough, I'm gonna work on some a little bit of my speed paint in live time, because I've got one more speed paint coming out, and I can't guarantee it, because it's like I was supposed to live stream yesterday. And then I was supposed to record the audio. I was going to record the audio for the speed paint today. But I forgot that I had a doctor's appointment. So I couldn't live stream yesterday. I had to do it today. Which is fine. Nothing wrong with that per se. I actually kind of like live streaming on New Year's. And doing this art summary on this day. It's like, it's very nice. Hello, H250V. Hello. Thank you so much. So anyway, I was like, well, I won't be able to record the audio then for the speed paint. So the speed paint probably won't have audio. Heck, I'll probably even use... I want to really use some of DJ Joe's music. He's an amazing dubstep maker. He doesn't do as much anymore because his channel's kind of gone a lot less popular because the entire phase of dubstep is kind of dead. Which is so sad. I love dubstep. I don't care what people say about it. I love it. But because of that, he doesn't do as much. But he did do my favorite Attack on Titan song, so I won't complain. But anyway, I gotta see if he lets people use his music in speed paints and stuff. Cause obvious. Like, I don't mind if I get a claim, but I don't want to use it. Let me put my phone on vibrate. I don't want to use it if he doesn't want it. Anyway, having breakfast currently. Barely slept last night, but I also want to try out the breakfast at the hotel I'm currently staying at. Oh, cool. So you going like on a vacation? Or are you stuck with jury duty? It's a joke. I've never had to do jury duty. My dad got called into jury duty. He got out of it though, because he's old. He was trying, he didn't want to do it, and he was trying to think of, like, if he could get out of it, and then my mom's just like, you're old, you can't sit through it. Ah, vacation, cool. Hope you have a very nice vacation. Yes, I made my hair out, and last year's art summary, I'm just gonna actually leave this open. As you can see, I'm very active, very drawing. This year I figured I just sit on a bench and watch. Oh, you can't see the bench because I haven't drawn the bench yet. But just sit and watch the chaos. Oh, poop. I hate when that happens. Let me see if I got a bench, actually. Because I don't feel like guesstimating the entire, like, nope. Let's see. Last year's stream went horrible, and I ended up turning it off right when people were starting to come around and view it. And I felt just bad about the entire. Let me put my screen cover on for a minute. Because I'm like, I don't know, actually, clipstudiopaint's updated itself, so it's like, I don't know if I'm actually showing, I'm not sure if I actually click something I'm not supposed to be seen to the public. It's just harder to give me the assets. There we go. I'm just looking for a bench. Oh, there's a... Shoot, there's a login bonus? Go back. Back. Yeah, okay. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Could it be the big blue thing on the bottom that says login bonus? Okay, cool. This is day one. I did use some spare clippy points. I used to abbreviate that, clippy points, but it doesn't abbreviate very nicely, as you can see. Anyway. So now I'm just calling him Clippy. Hi, Wads! Also tried a lot of sodas. Felt bloated due to the amount of carburation. Don't eat baking soda! Oh wait, no, that's vinegar. Vinegar, you don't want to do that. That happened to my brother. Told me a story about a hamster who ate vinegar. Wow, that is, I'm never very satisfied. Like, every time I'm satisfied with a drawing, I just look at someone else's and I'm like, eh, that's not good. Anyway, I can take off the stream cover now. So it's like, spelled bench wrong. Okay, let's see what kind of bench do we want. That one's nice. Some of these cost clippy points, and I don't really want my first clippy points to be spent on a bench. Ooh. That is not the kind of bench I'm looking for because I want one with no back, but I will download it ahead of time. There we go. That's perfect. Thank you. I don't need anything special. And also that was the way that this is boring and painfully modern aesthetic. This looks exactly like would be in my city's art museum. Obviously, I can't talk about my city's art museum because that would reveal a few things about me that I don't want to reveal. But we do have one, and I like it. But there is like some sections, like some of the architecture on the inside is more modern, and I don't like that, like at all. I freaking hate it. And then also, there are like some sections that have like some modern stuff in it, and it's just like, oh, wrong perspective. There we go. Probably make it like a gazillion times smaller. There we go. Now my butt's got something to sit on. The bench is really short though, so I think I'm gonna make it a little taller. Because as you can see, my legs are hanging off it. Anyway, I do find it weird that all these companies decide to make their names Liz and Fortune initials. Yeah, I can't spell today, apparently. But oh yeah, Happy New Year's to you. Oh, it's New Year's over there. It's New Year's Day is over there? It's New Year's Eve over here still. I thought you lived in the UK. Is it January 1st over there? Are you in the future, Wads? Because I know it's not New Year's Day in Spain. Because my friend always sends me my friend always sends me a picture when it's that time. There we go. Anyway, for those who are not here, I'm working on my New Year's summary. My 2024 summary. And boy, is it not going to be as productive. Like, it's not going to be very productive. I'm not even sure we'll be able to fill it up, to be honest. But a lot's happened this year. For those who do not know, almost 1 year ago, my grandma had an unfortunate fall, and that started very quickly. Her health just deteriorating very fast. Her mind was still very good for a while, but then it started going downhill. She was eventually put on home hospice, and we had to take care of her 24/7. So we just all went back in alternate shifts. And it was very hard, especially my sister did a lot, and my brother stayed with her at nights. And then she passed away finally in July on the 3rd, right before Independence Day. I gotta say, it's a very surreal experience when you spend your entire time taking care of your grandmother, and then when she finally does pass, they launch off fireworks. It was a very surreal experience. Like, no joke, they launched fireworks off right when she passed away. and we could see them from her house. So we went outside and watched while we were waiting for the funeral home to arrive to, do the stuff. Then after that, it was our funeral. And then after that, we were taking care of her, house and stuff like that, and taking care of, there was no complicated will or anything, because my mom was the last relative alive, last sibling alive. Her older and younger sibling passed away, and her secondary oldest one, he passed away before my mom was even alive. So, my mom was in charge of everything, which was kind of good, but also because we didn't have to worry about any sticky situations, but at the same time it was just her and us. And then after that, after we got to do all those arrangements, I then got sick. No, wait, I got lazy. I ended up playing Kingdom Hearts by sleep on stream, I think. But I didn't do it on stream all the time. I just played Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep a lot because it was on Steam, and I just wanted to rest. And then I got sick. And then I got better. And then I got sick again. And it was like some kind of weird food poisoning. The entire thing was very strange. And then I got better, and then I did gifts for everybody. So because of all that, I just couldn't be that productive. Because like I said, it was literally from January that my life was just very occupied. And you want to say it will be better next year, but you really don't know. And I think next year will be, if the world doesn't freaking blow up, next year will be very, very, very chaotic, I can imagine. We'll be getting a new president, which I won't talk about. But, I can safely say that, it's gonna cause, it's gonna be a lot. So it's I don't know if I don't think it'll get better, but you know what? You make every day for you to lose the Lord. Anyway, let's focus on stream. I always forget time zones are a thing. I think it's 8:30. I'm in Georgia. My main clock is set for my home time. I just got notifications for the stream, and yeah, my condolences. Sorry for your loss. Oh, hi Derek, B52. Yeah, I just wanted to kind of talk about that for a little bit, because, it's always good to kind of talk, but I don't want that to be I wanted to do it early, because I didn't want it to be the entire focus of the stream. But, yeah, that is why I've been, just not productive. It hasn't been entirely, just for, 1 month, it explains why my year hasn't been as productive, is what I'm trying to say. So it's at least I don't feel bad. It's not like I just felt totally bleh. I didn't end up getting, I ended up really wanting to do Revolution Full Color Chapter 2, but it's just no, it's not gonna happen. I didn't even remake Chapter 1 because I was gonna re-edit it because I had a lot of spelling mistakes in Chapter 1, but no. But I guess that's fine. It should be closer to when Chapter 2 comes out. And the only time I can think about it is, when my, in August and, September. We were still dealing with, September, we were still doing a lot of stuff. Heck, even August, we were doing a lot of stuff because we had a memorial dinner at the end of July for my grandmother, and then so August, it was when we were finally dealing with all the personal after stuff. And it's they always tell you about the grief and stuff like that, and they tell you about those kind of things, but they never really tell you about just dealing with all the stuff and how overwhelming it gets. So it's I admit in September I did get lazy, but at the same time it's I just kind of wanted a break. And I also had some moments of, the sads and stuff to be expected. Because it's And, like, this year, like, Thanksgiving was, like, their first holidays was at her, and it was, like, Thanksgiving, because she always came, we were all she had, and she was all we had, and so she always came over, and Thanksgiving wasn't that bad, was at her. It was really, Christmas was a lot harder, though, because she's always been there. She used to come over to our house, and, spend the night with us. Then she couldn't do that anymore. She was getting too old. So she just came over in the morning. And then we had to bring her over in the morning. And we kind of... It's fun. What's really funny is we knew that last year would be her last year. But we thought it would just be because she would be too old to come over. Not because of that. But anyway, enough... Why can't I... Oh, no wonder. It's like, what? Why can't I grab onto this? So anyway, it's just like... It's just funny. But like I said, enough was the sad. I talked about it. It's done. That's why I've been an unproductive schlop this year. Understandable, I know. But that is why. So let's get on to the fun. I guess the only reason why I even mentioned it at all, because I'm trying to think, because it's like, that's kind of a, you know, it's kind of a depressing thing to talk about, like, on stream. But it's like, I guess the one reason why I talked about it at all was just because it's like, I know when I'm doing this, like, in some ways I didn't want to do this, because it's like, I kind of knew it was just going to be a little disappointing. But at the same time, it's like, yeah, sure, okay. Just call you Derek. And I just knew that doing this would be a little sad, and I kind of didn't want to do it because of that. Because it's like I'd just be disappointed with myself. Because it's like I always try to push myself, and even if I don't like try to do one up myself, I do want to get better. So next year, Lord willing, like I didn't do anything on my last year's to-do list. Like I wanted to lose weight. I only lost weight once, and that was when I got sick. It was like some strange food poisoning. But anyway, next year, I'm only gonna put on one thing on my to-do list. Like if I do anything else, it will be a miracle from God. But I want to just work on my anatomy. I want to get better at that stuff. I just realized I'm giving Amelie the gift of monetization, because, she'll be the one, this will get a copyright claim. So, I don't think she'll make, obviously I'm not monetized, so she wouldn't be getting any money from that, but, she'll be getting if there was, then I don't know how it works. Does she get the money? I think. Obviously I know I can't make money off of it if I use her music, which is fine by me. I don't make money off of YouTube. My Christmas, like I said, was a little sad because my grandmother wasn't there, but for the most part it was very calm, very peaceful, and we liked it. Has anyone heard the Christmas song, who does it? Let me look it up. I forgot. Here it is. Yeah, I believe in Father Christmas by Greg Lake. If anyone has ever heard that song, that was my Christmas basically. In the song, it basically says, they said there'd be snow on Christmas, they said there'd be peace on earth, but instead it just kept on raining a veil of tears for the virgin birth. Do fangivers get paid? Yeah, I don't know how it all works, but yes, she does make money off of her fan trace. She didn't used to, because she would use, like, official karaoke's and stuff, but now she has an entire team of music producers and stuff, and they make all of her, back vocals and stuff, which is also good, because sometimes you can't find official karaoke's to sing. So, like, her old cover of Magia, she couldn't, like, sell it or make, like, she could get it monetized on YouTube, but she couldn't sell it or anything. And I think there was even times when she had to deal with copyright claims because she did use the official, thing, but she does make money from her. She doesn't sing as much anymore because she's a VTuber. I don't really watch her. Like, I just see her clips, so I know she's like the scuff queen. But I don't really watch her because it's like, I feel like if I watch her, I don't think I just don't think her humor is my type of humor. With like no disrespect or offense to her, it's just like, I don't think this is my kind of humor. Okay, time for the bench. I remember the last time when I did the speed paint, like, I was hoping the speed paint would go long enough. That's one reason why this is so, in fact, let me do that. Let me see if yeah. 17, 18, 9, 21, 22. There we go. So this was my very first art summary. It's very cringe. Very, very cringe. A lot of this artwork is just traced stuff. And then those were before I even had any, like, DeviantArt social. Like, I just drew pictures of my character, Kyla, and then I would color over them with MSN Paint. That was my very first digital artwork that I ever made. That was software was made with GIMP. I think these were made with GIMP too, if I remember correctly. And then by the time of August, I started getting Psy. And then my 2017 artwork is very different and has a very drastic change because right around this month of July, I ended up getting a tablet. And that's when I started drawing with a tablet. I was very happy with myself. And then in 2018, nothing really big, just a slow progression. This is one of my popularest, in fact you can see it right. This is one of my most popular videos, like. Well, not anymore, it's, where is it? Did I delete it? Oh man, did I delete it? Oh, no, there it is. Yeah, it's got over 1,000 views. Yeah, it is. It is one of my most popular. My most popular one is this crappy video I did from 9 years ago. Anyway. And then in 2019, that was a big art year. I drew a lot of art, as you can see. And I was very happy with it. And then 2020, I was relatively happy with this year. I think I did a good job. I did a very big gift for my friends. I can't show it on YouTube though because it had copyright music in it, and it was more just for her. And then this month is the year I did like a princess every single month starting from May. And I was very, very happy with that. And then this was the year I made my first chapter of Revolution full color. And I was very, very, very happy with it. I made chapter 0. You can see, you can look at Misato's outfit. It's so different than what it is now. But anyway, close all those up. I'm taking the clock design for those retrospectives. Yeah, that was a meme template I ended up getting. But anyway, because, back to why I brought all that up, is because that one was so short, like I knew I was going to do a speed paint of 2020 freeze, but I knew that the drawing would take me more than a second really to do, so it was like I had to stretch things out, because it's like, I love to talk, if you guys haven't noticed. Well, I hate talking, like, to real people, but, when it's just me and the YouTube crowds, I like talking. I like rambling. So I was like, is it gonna go long enough? Anyway, let's talk about something completely different. This song just sparked my memory. Anime or video games or whatnot. What are you guys looking forward coming out next year? Let's move the focus towards you guys, because I like hearing about your guys' lives. What are you most looking forward in 2025? Wads, if you're still there, I already know what you're excited for. Dan season 2, probably. You haven't even watched. Have you watched season 1 yet? Or are you waiting for me? Don't wait for me if you are. I want to watch one episode with you, but I don't think I can watch it because it's like, I don't even know if I'll like Dan. However you say it. But, so I'm probably gonna watch most of it, like, on my own, because it's like, I'm not sure if I like it. My brother's like, oh, it's got very crude, more chapters of Dan, of course. I'm not sure if I like all the humor. It's probably got more raunchier humor. It's not always my cup of tea. Well, if you do want to watch it, you don't have to wait for me. I'm not very big on... And, my first scene was that one scene from episode 5 when this woman's killed, and it's like, some big moments that were kind of disturbing me because it's like, that's a little gory for my taste. So it's like, I'm not sure if I'll be able to stomach it. The most goriest show that I've watched is Kimetsu no Yaiba and Attack on Titans. And I am used to them now because I've watched them a lot, but there are some scenes in those that are just like, But anyway, My Hero Academia is going to be coming out. Probably not until October, but I am looking forward to it ending. They're also doing Vigilantes, which makes sense. My Hero Academia has been very successful. So only makes sense that they would do the prequel manga. That is not made by Horikoshi, but I think Horikoshi like helped and gave like pointers. I'm looking forward to it. I read some of the manga, but I didn't get far into it. So I'm Spy X Family will also be coming out, I think. Chainsaw Man movie will be coming out. My brother's probably gonna be like there. And then of course, I'm a normie when it comes to anime nowadays. Kimetsu no Yaiba is gonna be coming out, and I cannot wait. The animation is gonna be amazing. I cannot wait. I'm gonna also watch Frieren. So here's the thing. I was never gonna watch Frieren as it was airing. I was gonna watch it afterwards, because when it comes to animes that are really popular, more often than not, I'll watch them when they're done, because I don't want the hype to confuse me, or at least I'll watch them when they're already, like, My Hero Academia, I didn't watch until they were in the middle of season 3. It was still airing, and then by the time I got finished with season 2 and 1, season 3 just finished, and I was waiting for season 4. So I never really watched new big stuff, like, right when it first comes out, because I kind of wait for the hype to kind of slow down a little bit. The only time that I will watch something is if it just really piques my interest, or if there's a controversy. And 2 animes have done that. And I might see them before their season 2s come out. And that is Apothecary Diaries and Frieren. And the only reason why I'm seeing Frieren is because she seems cool. She slays demons and doesn't give them any mercy. And there's no mercy for them. And I love that. That's the one thing I like about Kimetsu no Yaiba. Because it's like, again, Tanjiro feels sorry for the demons, but he doesn't make excuses for their actions, and he kills them. Like, I just like that. I miss good stories where there's a clear bad and a clear good. Because you know what? Yeah, there's a lot of grays in this world, and sometimes things are more complex, and you can't always judge things simply, yada yada yada. But sometimes you can. Sometimes you can. That's one of the main themes in Revolution Full Color. Like, that's one thing that Masato has that would be kind of a little bit surprising, is that she has a very strong sense of right and wrong, considering she's a thief. She's not like one of those honorable thieves. She doesn't steal to the rich and give to the poor. American Girl movie, there was a kid get rich and there was some criminals in it, and she's like, there we were, like Robin Hood, gallivanting across the country, stealing from the rich to give to the poor, when technically we stole from the rich and the poor, and we kept it for ourselves. So, so that is, that is what Misato is. She keeps it for herself. But, the reason why is because she doesn't like it when people make excuses for them bad guys. Demon Slayer is pretty cool. Very, gory indeed. Yeah. The scene that bothered me actually the most, like in season 1, the scene would be like when he's fighting Ruri. Not when he's getting cut, it's when Nezuko gets caught up in all those sharp wires. And then season 2, Tanjiro's finger gets, a demon breaks his finger. And I'm like, ah, that hurts. That's what actually disturbs more than anything. And then also when he gets his jaw damaged. Season 4, for the most part, the movie, The Train, didn't bother me at all, really. Because sometimes when it's more fantastical and exaggerated, it's like, it's when something hits and it's being real. So, season 4, which was the Sword Village arc, nothing in that really bothered me. And then the Hashira training arc, I don't think there was. I think it's, wait. Sword Village was season 4. Hashira training arc was season 5. What was season 3 again? I gotta look this up. This is killing me. Oh, season 3 was... Okay, season 3 was the Sword Village arc. What was season 4? Oh, a Hashira training arc. Okay, so there was no season 5. I don't know why I thought there was a season 5. I guess it's just... No, that was season 2 part... that was season 2 part... The Red Light District was season 2 part 2. Because they made the movie. Like, that will be my forever fury. I don't think... Mugen Train was supposed to be a movie. I think it was supposed to be a TV show, but then they changed it. My brother thinks it was maybe because of taxes or something. I don't know how that stuff works, but I do think that. I firmly believe that until something comes up to dissuade me, I will believe it. Because it's just something about the way it's structured. And, yeah. And, I mean, they even aired it as season 2 part 1. And it just happened very fast. I don't know how fast they work. Like, they may run their people like slaves. But, I don't know. For some reason, I just kind of think that. It's like Yu-Gi-Oh! Brains. I don't care what you say. Nothing will convince me that Ali Zaisen wasn't supposed to be one of the victims. That's why she had that vague... She had that kind of vague period in her life. But whatever. Oh man, you watched it without me. Aw. Whatever. I like it more as a movie, though. Rengoku episode was legit cool. Yeah, I really did like it. Made a nice episode. Oh, I was hoping you would have waited for me. I wanted to see your reaction live. Okay, so here's something funny, folks. Here's something funny about me. Young Justice was the one time I love season 1. I love season 1 of Young Justice. where very much it is still on my top list. I watch in the background a lot because I love it, and I watch it over and over again a lot. So it's just like, I love it. I didn't take season 2 very well because I was very excited for it, and I got so upset by it. This is the most dramatic thing I've ever done for a show. I had a poster of it on my wall. It wasn't an official poster. I just printed like one of the volume covers out, and I had it taped to my wall. And I didn't like how it ended, so I ripped it up. I took it off and I ripped it off. But that wouldn't be the weirdest part. Is I went to my brother's room, Nora Vanguard. I went to where he slept, woke him up, and opened his door and ripped it up right in front of him. That was the most dramatic I've ever been about a show. Like, you've seen those stories of those crazy fangirls that do those weird things. Well, I was one of them, and that was the last time I ever became so invested in a show, because it's like, it ain't worth it. It ain't worth it. So that was the most I've ever acted in a show, because it's like, And looking back, season 2 actually is good, minus the slutty pickle, as Awad says. I do like season 2 a lot more. You really won't like season 3. Oh boy, did I hate season 3. And I want to do a deep review of Young Justice one of these days. Like, maybe that will be... Okay, you want to know why? I just remembered this. So it's snowing on... Where are you... So is it snowing where you're from? No, it ain't snowing, it's raining. It's raining, and it's, well, it was kind of hot. It wasn't like 80 degrees. But, and it wasn't even 70, it was just 50, and it was just kind of felt hot because it's raining. Been watching, second season of a show from a Netflix show for the last few days at this point. Oh, is it Squid Game? I know Squid Game season 2 came out. I've never watched it. I don't have a Netflix account, and I've never been interested in it to go the alternative routes to watch it, because it just didn't interest me. But anyway, what I was gonna say was, this was my biggest accomplishment from this year. This is what I got to be proud of, folks. Put a pause on the music. This is what I have to be proud of. It is a 2-hour-long review. I've never done anything like this. It was a 2-hour-long review of the stupid movie Wish, because I hated it that much. I hated everything about it. I've never done anything this long or anything like this. The audio really sucks because I couldn't keep it consistent, so it's just going up and down, up and down. But I'm very proud of it because I've never done this deep of editing. I don't like the drawing. The drawing sucks because I couldn't get it. It wasn't really about the drawing. It was just that I wanted to do Wish, and I wanted to do a review of Wish, but I didn't think I had enough confidence in me to do the entire speed paint. I mean, to do an entire review was deep editing, and yeah, I didn't, because there was like times where it's just like I didn't know what to put there, and it's like, oh, look, I have the speed paint and such. And I'm actually surprised. Like, every time I look at this, I'm very surprised that I got this done. The script was hard. Recording was even harder. It got even harder when I started putting some things in at the last minute. I had to add an entire 20 pages, not 20 pages, like 2 pages to my script just because I remembered something at last minute and I had to shove it in there. I wrote the script on my cell phone, and then I changed it to my computer. And it was like that. And it was just like, oh my goodness, it was so much work. And by the time it was over, it was just like, I was so happy with myself, and I was glad that it was over. And what was really funny is that when I got to the end, I went to Walmart and I found this banana with Wish on it. And it made me very upset. It gave me PTSD. But yeah, that's my biggest accomplishment of this year. It actually got some pretty good reviews. 600 was pretty good for me, because my channel's dead. One person wrote on here, I think they deleted the comment. I know I did. I didn't suppress anybody. But, they said, oh great, another person who can't, talk about animation and not bring up anime. And it's like, did you even watch the review? I go out of my way to mention, because I knew that there would be people who did not like that I mentioned anime. Because they think, oh, you just want everything to be anime. No, I don't. Like, I would love some high budget animation from the West, but no, I don't need everything to be anime. I really don't. Oh, there we go. And I go out of my way to mention things that are not anime. Because I knew how the people would react. So I mentioned a lot of examples that are not anime. That one director who does movie Song of the Sea mentioned his movies. And I haven't even seen any movies since Song of the Sea. I mention old Disney films. I mentioned some other ones. But point being, I mentioned Puss in Boots' Last Wish. I mentioned Spider-Man. Like, I didn't go into the deep crevices and look for, like, really obscure stuff, I admit, but I did mention things that were not anime. I mentioned DreamWorks' older animation. Like, I missed DreamWorks' older animation. And 20th Century Fox's animation, but 20th Century Fox got eaten by Disney. My entire life of defending Anastasia for not being a Disney princess has gone to waste. Because now Disney ate her. Sometimes, you need to set YouTube comments to newest. It's like top chat versus live stream. Yeah, I think my comments are set to newest. I mean, yeah, you got the pin one on top, but I think they are set to that. The only reason why I couldn't find it is because everyone kind of just made, I don't know. I like I said, I think they deleted the comments. Because they actually first wrote, a positive comment on there. But then they wrote, that one. And it's like, I don't care. I mean, it wasn't even like a negative comment. Then I am definitely open to constructive criticism and all that jazz. I'm thinking if there's anything else that I want to talk about before I go on to my next subject. And I say next subject as if I got something. I got everything meticulously planned. I don't! I don't think my booty's sitting in the middle of this bench, but whatever. We can delete the sketch now. I made my hair down just because I think it fits with the atmosphere more. We're about to get to the fun part of this video, like once I'm done coloring. So little sheep, you come off braver, wholesome, and cute. Did you ever hit Todd McFarlane phrase? Oh, here? AKA spawn of Ghost Rider, etc. No? I guess not. I don't know what that's referring to. Oh wait, I don't actually need my skin. In some lights my hair looks black, and other times it looks like if it's in the sun it looks brown. Either way, I wish it was just solid black. But it's not, sadly. I think I got my... I think I, got my test results back from going to the doctor. I ended up getting some blood drawn. I always get nervous when I never used to be squeamish around blood, and I'm not like if I see it like that, but it's like, I don't like seeing cuts or chops, and like with the needle, it's like, okay, the pinching hurt, it's like, and it's not even like, it's just when I start seeing it coming out me, I'm like, okay, let's look at the other way. And then my arm hurt really bad afterwards. I'm very fragile. One of my friends, she's more on Twitter and DeviantArt than YouTube, but she has commented a few times. She was the one I drew the Genshin Impact. It's very funny because she loves Sailor Moon, like the mother of all magical girls, but I do not like it, and she doesn't like Fullmetal Alchemist, which is considered by many to be one of the best animes. Like, she doesn't like either one of them, which I understand, fine. But I really do like them. Because I think they're really well done story tales. Like, if I had one thing that I didn't like about it, it would be, like, the alchemy itself. I try not to watch things with too deep of, like, magic in it or something. Like, if it goes into too much of the specifics. But rather than that, I can't deny I do like the story. I watched a cow give birth at a state fair when I was 4 or 5. Gore never bothered me. I've seen a cow give birth too. That doesn't bother me. I mean, I've never seen one in real life. So maybe if I had like the smell and stuff, that would affect me. But that would be like just the smell and nauseous. Like that would be on a gross level. That wouldn't be on a fear level. But I've seen animals give birth. That's the one reason why I haven't watched, like, there are some movies that I want to see, but it's just, like, I know I don't have the stomach to watch them. Like, one of them that I really want to see, is, and also when it's, like, as long as the animal's not being tortured, I mean, or it's, like, a really cute animal, like, I can, like, watch, I've seen a chicken get its, you know, and then, not in, real life, though, so obviously if I was seeing it in real life, it would probably be, I've seen it in videos, and I've seen, I think I just colored this wrong. There we go. And I've seen, a fish get dissected and stuff. So I can, like, watch those. But, like, there are some movies, like Sweeney Todd with Johnny Depp. It's been free on YouTube, like, a couple of times, and I'm like, I want to watch it, but it's like, I know I don't. Same thing with John Wick. And, there's one ever. I know. Oh, like, there's a part of me that wants to see that new movie, Nosferatu, but I know I don't want it. I can't handle it, so it's like, yeah, I'm not gonna bother. Ugh. So, what did I see this year? Like, in theaters-wise, I went to go see, Demon Slayer when it aired. I went to go see Dune twice. I went to go see, I didn't see as much as I did in 2023, I don't think. I went to go see, one movie in July. Went to go see the My Hero Academia movie twice. Once by myself, once with my brother. And, once I went to go see the My Hero Academia movie was the last movie that I saw. But I'm trying to think if I saw anything before that. Don't think so. On YouTube, I rewatched Titanic 3 times. Titanic's one of those iffy movies for me. I can go on a long rant on it because it's just like, there are so many things in it that are good, and then it's just muddled with 2 stupids named Rose and Jack, especially Rose. I hate them, but visually it looks spectacular. I like all the details, and I don't even mind the fact that Rose and Jack are fictionalized. It's just like, why did you have to make them such pathetic, cliche, annoying people? And so it's like, I like it. Watched a lot of videos this year about maritime stuff. I'm subscribed to the channel, ocean liner designs, and I really do, I gotta say, I really like that content. I've never seen it, so I don't know. Okay, little sheep. First off, Sweeney Todd, it's just a little bit gory. Yeah, like I said, I've got a really low level. Bite me. John Wick isn't gory, it's brutal, but doesn't have much in the way of gore. Never cared for Titanic. I feel the same about the film Troy. Everything from the Patroclus wearing Achilles armor to the funeral Hector's perfection. Hello, Aces of the Aces Grid. Hello. Today I'm working on my 2023 for, I don't know which year I am. Help. 2023 sorry. But anyway. I think, like I said, I've never watched John Wick, so I don't know. I just know it's rated R. I don't watch that many rated R films. I don't even watch that many modern films. Like, I just now saw, some movies. I just now saw, Edge of Tomorrow, Live, Die, and Repeat with Tom Cruise. Really do gotta say, I really did like that movie. It was really fun and enjoyable. And I also saw Passengers with Chris Pratt. These movies are free on YouTube. That's how I ended up watching them for a while. YouTube's got a cycle, a flux of free movies with ads, and I love it. Especially considering the fact that I got an ad blocker. So, I get no ads. But even if I did have, like, I've watched them on my phone too, and they're still worth it. I've watched Anastasia 6 times because it was also free on YouTube. I don't know why. Like, at first I wasn't even gonna watch it because it's like I have it on digital on a different thing. So it's like I wasn't even gonna watch it, but then I ended up watching it. It was about like free to 6 times, probably closer to. And I was like, yeah. But anyway, really liked Passengers. Really liked Edge of Tomorrow. Oh, that was another movie I saw this year. I saw, it was a zombie movie called, I don't know, the main character's name R, the girl's character's name is Julie. It's one of those teen romance movies. It's not iZombie, what is it? Zombie romance movie. Warm Bodies, that's what it is. Warm Bodies. And that movie was disappointing because it's like, ooh. That movie was disappointing because it's like, at first it was just kind of setting itself up as a nonsensical, you know, like, oh, just laugh at the premise kind of movie, like it was a joke, like everything, like it wasn't taking itself too seriously and everything was funny. And then all of a sudden it took itself too seriously. Like halfway it almost changed completely in its style. And I hated it. I also watched A Cinderella Story with Hilary Duff. I really like that film. Nice, cute teen rom-com movie. I like how the nerdy best friend ends up hooking up with the, I guess this is a spoiler, but this movie's been out for years, but then again, I've never seen it. I like how the nerdy best friend ends up finding a girl and friend too. Like, yeah, Warm Bodies. If you can handle Live, Die, and Repeat, you can handle John Wick. I don't believe you. Well, anyway, it's not available to me at the moment, but it's like, I might I might watch it someday. I also don't like things with very much profanity in it either, though. So that's another thing, too. I think the thing that I've seen was the most profanity. I don't like things with profanity, and I don't like things with nudity. Call me a wuss all you want, but that is the way I am. The thing that I've watched was the most of actually all three. Violence, nudity, and that was Cyberpunk Edgerunner. I didn't know that it was gonna have that much stuff in it. My brother kept saying, "Oh, it's Cyberpunk." So yeah, of course it would. I didn't know what Cyberpunk was though. As far as I knew, it was just a genre. I didn't know anything about the game. But anyway, that had way too much of that kind of stuff in it. Violence was like okay in some parts, but definitely didn't like the amount of profanity. Definitely didn't like the amount of nudity in it. I fast forward for all that stuff. Like, I just scrolled down and listened to it, so that way I could get the plot relevant stuff, but it's like, I also do kind of find it funny, because it's like, when they're in their house, they just don't wear clothes, and I'm like, so it's like, you guys only got, like, one mode. You're Lucy, the main female character, she's got, like, clothes, and then nothing. So it's like, that... And like she's got that complicated cyberpunk outfit that looks looks really cool but uncomfortable to wear all the time. Like if it wasn't for that, Cyberpunk would actually I don't think it'd be in my top list of animes that because the plot's just very simple, but if it wasn't for those factors, I probably would like it more. I thought Edgerunner was gonna be like Arcane. Yeah. That's what I figured. It's funny, I actually thought Arcane was gonna be like Cyberpunk. Like, I thought it was gonna be more of a futuristic anime, not a steampunk anime. That was another thing I watched this year, Arcane Season 2. I enjoyed it, I think, a lot more than most people did, outside of the last 2 episodes, which I did not enjoy. But at the same time, I can definitely see why people don't like it. And honestly, I feel like if I watch it more, I think I'm gonna come up with a different... Like, I think I'm gonna watch a little less. I think I'm gonna like it a little less. I won't talk about it that much because it's newer, but I think it was really rushed, and my brother keeps on saying, well, it's like, well, it was supposed to be this, so they had to condense, and I'm like, yeah, I get it, but it still doesn't change. That's the reason, but it still doesn't change the fact of what we got. It's like Yu-Gi-Oh! Like, I feel sorry for Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds. I wanted it to be good. Yu-Gi-Oh! Not 5Ds. Yu-Gi-Oh! Arc V. Arc V could have been one of the best. Like, I think I would have liked Arc... If it was good, I would have liked Arc V better than, Zexal. Well, maybe not better, because Zexal's very near to my heart. I still love Zexal to this day. But, nonetheless, I believe that Arc V could have been my second favorite. But it had the movie coming out the same year... So, a lot of the attention was delved into the movie, and I did not like that. And My Hero Academia is kind of got the same. Like, the animation for the movie was really good, but the TV show's animation was just kind of bleh. Like, there are some scenes, like, I'm not one for, like, quote-unquote, just to find a smear frame and say, oh, that's really bad animation. Heck, even if it's just like a couple scenes where it's like that, but there are some moments where it's like, well, that looks really awkward, and you're just holding on it, so, and it's just like, and I'm not even saying it has to be Demon Slayer, it's just that the animation seemed to drop. So it's just kind of like, Let me first look at that one. I thought season 2 series would be like it tonally wise, but I'm also not watching season 2, and the fans are annoying. I ignore fan bases. Like, my friend used to love My Hero Academia. She got bullied by the fan base because she drew Bakugo art in a way that they didn't like, and now she does not want anything to do with it, and I feel sad because the moment, like, when she was into it, I wasn't into it, and now that I am into it, she's not, and I hate that, and I just don't like the fact that I got bullied by a fan one time. It was this assassination classroom. I was giving my opinion to someone. And yeah, I guess maybe I could have also been a little bit more tactful about it because I was very insistent. But I didn't say anything rude or mean. And then the person just, like, did not respond in a great way. Like, it made me cry. And so I didn't really want to watch Assassination Classroom because of that. And then when I did watch it, it sucked. So, yeah. But I don't interact with fan bases. Like, I would never interact with the Arcane fan base. I don't even draw fan art of it. Like, I like some of the designs in it. I hate Jinx when she gets her haircut because I love it long. But, like, I like her design, admittedly. But I don't like... I don't like, why am I drawing my shoes this color? I should know what my shoes' color are. They're on my feet! I'm giving myself white soles. I'm like, I know I don't have white soles. My soul is black! I'm gonna have to clip that and show it to my brother. Yeah, but in short, I don't like fans controlling me on what I watch and what I enjoy. That's just me, though. I don't even like outside forces that aren't, like, unless you're God or my parents. I don't like people telling, like, I don't like out forces disturbing what I like and what I don't like. And obviously, even in the way of parents, like, I watch anime. They don't like that. I mean, they understand. My mom is different from most parents, though. She's cool. Like, she doesn't like anime, but she also knows that, like, she's not one of those people to think, oh, all anime. Because she, like, I've talked to her about it, so it's like, there are some parents who, like, they see the really bad stuff, and then they just overreact, and they throw out all of it, and they don't want their parents watching any of it. Obviously, I'm an adult. But even as a kid, I'm saying, even as a kid, she knew, okay. So it's not all anime. It's like that. It's not all anime that's weird. I just realized, it was like, I better make sure people realize that I'm talking about, like, when I was a kid, not currently. Because that would be weird. I still haven't finished that. Season 2 of the new Tokyo Mew Mew. I wish it just never, okay, there we go. It doesn't have to be that detailed because it is not the main focus. I make myself wear white socks, but I technically wear black socks too. Black socks, black shoes, black shirt. There we go. don't think I'm gonna color the bench. Like, I'm gonna color it, but I'm not gonna shade it. Okay, anyway, curveball. How would interstellar planet battle warfare be handled? Throwing cheese. There we go. I solved all the problems. Everything would be solved if we throw cheese. Like, if we're losing, you throw moldy cheese at them. Like, that's how it would be solved. And then if we're, like, on good terms with people, we gift everybody nice cheese. Not saying it would be up your alley, but you ever consider watching one of the films based off of Frank Miller's work? Sin City, Dark Knight, Batman, comic book, Tomorrow. I have watched that. I love the dark, like, the scenes with the Joker's pretty, can be pretty intense. But I love the Dark Knight, movie. The weird woman with the, certain political party tattoos. German political party tattoos on her boobies. That was a little weird. But I love that film. Never watched Sin City, never watched 300. Oh wait, no, that's not Frank Miller. That's not Frank Miller. I was going to say Watchmen, but that isn't Frank Miller. That's Alan Moore. That's the ever insane comic book writer that I know. I sat here writing a Bible on planetary warfare, and what do I get for my little sheep? Throw cheese. Yep. At this time of day, that's all you're gonna get. Throwing cheese. Moldy cheese at the enemies, good cheese to the bad guys. My glasses are very dirty, so I can't see. I literally cannot change the shades, tell the difference between these shades. I have to get them really close, and my posture is forever wrecked. But here, 1 second. Ah, male tears. I had to refresh myself. Let's see. I'm finding it so funny that the Miles Morales Spider-Man movie seems to be delayed indefinitely. And it's like, at first they just said, oh, it's a writer's strike. That's the only reason why. It's like, the main character for Miles Morales, the main voice actor, he hasn't even recorded any of his lines. Movie 2 was one of those things I really did like in theaters, but the more I actually see it, like, I don't dislike it, like, I still do like it, but I really, 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 have a lot of problems with it. Main reason, my favorite Spider-Man, Spectacular Spider-Man, is apparently sitting on his ass doing nothing. Okay, I just decided to nip the problem in the butt, folks. And clean my glasses. I've never watched Orange High School Host Club, but I've seen most of it from just clips alone. So, that's a little funny. And there we go, folks. I finished with me. Oh, wait, I still gotta... Still got some loose ends to cover up. Ba-ba-dum. Ba-dum. There we go. Just make sure that blue haze is there. Okay. And now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna change the to pencil. Just kind of do some touch-ups here and there. Because I'm noticing some spots where the colors are kind of out. Then after that, I just Ow! My chat ended up getting far behind, so I was like, here I thought no one was chatting. That happens sometimes. I don't have a secondary monitor. Anyway, hi Riot Kitty! Hi Spaz the Space Wizard! I look at the click, it's like, oh my goodness, several more people joined. Hi, so glad you guys could make it! Good morning to you all. I'm assuming the animation is complete for the movie, but they're having trouble with getting the voice actors to record. Possibly because of the contract renewal or something. Yes, I've been asking everybody, what movies are you guys looking forward to in 2025? And also, do you have any animes that you're looking for in 2025? There we go. Okay. I'll be right back in a flash. Gonna push pause on this. Enjoy. Okay, I'm back. Mandatory dog pedo and also pet. I was trying to say doggo and petto, but it sounds a little too much like I'm saying a different word. So I'm gonna leave that and not say anything. But anyway, yeah, I'm working on my 2023 for. Why do I keep getting the years mixed up? I don't know what's what. But anyway, my 24 summary. And then um 38. There we go. And then I'm gonna change this to a gray color. But yeah, I'm gonna watch Freren before season 2, and Apothecary Diaries. Apothecary Diaries I'm more seeing just because it interests me, because the animation is very good, and then, like I said earlier, I want to see Freren just because of the quote-unquote controversy about it, because apparently a lot of weirdos on Twitter don't like the fact that demons are bad, and that just makes me want to see it more. There we go. A boring art museum. Just like mine. Like I said, the My City Art Museum is actually very pretty. It's just that there's some things in it that are very, not pretty. Get it. You made a weird voice. I don't know what voice you're referring to. But then again, my normal voice sounds pretty weird. Yes, you hear the Persona music. Well, technically it's a cover, because I won't dare play the real music, because I'd be nuked. Atlas wouldn't like it. But this is cover music by the artist Lelia. Okay, there we go. So I've got my museum ready. Now time to add these pictures. And for this I'm going to be using DeviantArt because the pictures are already pre-sized. Although I technically could use this folder too, because I've got all my uploaded photos are kept in this folder right here. Like, I've got everything. One reason why I keep them here is so that way in case I ever want to re-upload them, I can. But also because that way I can see all of my digital artwork and how much I've made. Well, outside of the really, really old stuff like I did with MS Paint. But this is all the stuff that I did that's modern, most of it all. Like, at the very least, it doesn't have 2016 in here. I mean 2016. 2020. 2016, it doesn't have that. But as you can see, I've made over 400 drawings. Although, some of these are like 2 firsts, and then, but yeah. That's one reason why I did this whole Christmas freaking countdown, was because it's like, I wanted, in fact, I'm gonna copy this one right now, because I already know that's gonna be, I already know that's gonna be, 12, so we're gonna go backwards. So, yep, there we go. I might add frames for them. Yeah, I'm just gonna... It's like about, no, I'm gonna be using this to keep track of everything, because this is where the order is, but apparently, yeah, apparently it won't let me, they're pixelated. DeviantArt seems to do that now, which makes sense in some ways, but these are my drawings, I should be able to do it, but whatever, I guess it doesn't know. I'm logged in, though. Anyway, Raikay says, I guess probably the Superman movie and the Electric State Mission Impossible Final Reckoning, and if Tron Ares comes out. I was excited for Tron Ares, but I don't trust Disney to do it now. And it's weird that it's coming out this year. I don't remember seeing any trailers except for this one teaser trailer that I got was the green Tron thing. I'm gonna be honest. I don't really like Tron 1. It's just not my kind of style. I absolutely adore Tron Legacy. I know a lot of people don't like it who are fans of the original, but I love it. I saw it not when it came out in theaters, but I saw it after it was released. As soon as it came out, my brother rented it because he was dying to see it, and I was interested. And then when I saw it, I really liked it, and I still like it. I love it, and I wanted a sequel, but now I'm not sure if I do. I'm trying to find my Christmas drawing. I think I'm passing it. Unless, wait. No. It should be in here. Whatever. We're just gonna... Oh, it's in the M section. Doy. I'm hoping the Superman movie comes out. Like, there's a part of me that really wants the Superman movie to be good. But I didn't like any of the DC movies except for Wonder Woman, the first one. So I am, like, nervous. And that isn't even because of the quote-unquote, like, it's not because they were, like, woke and wonderful and everything. I just didn't like them. I didn't like any of them. My brother liked Suicide. But, I said Isekai. Suicide Squad. But I didn't. I didn't like any of them. I hated Man of Steel. I hated the take on Superman. And it wasn't... I'm just gonna type it in. Because it's like... There we go. I just didn't like it. There we go. That is too big. We have to go back and use the DeviantArt one for this. Trains Revolution again. Half the reason why I did this whole Christmas countdown thing was just so that way I would have enough. I would be able to catch up on what I didn't end up doing. Ah! I don't think that should have been open. Leave it to me. I opened up the one. Shut up. Anyway, let's see what we did for in November. Let's see when these were uploaded. If I was most proud of any of these for the Masada challenge, style challenge I did, probably be the one that I did in my style or the Evangelion one. I want to say, I was just gonna do this one because, but I'm gonna look for the full size one actually. But, oh, there it is. I like this one better because I put all of her personas in the background. Oh, I gotta resize this. Wait. My brain's expired. There we go. I've never gone backwards. I usually go forwards. And I think it's messing me up. What's Tron? So is the Superman part of the DCU thing? No, it's gonna be restarting. It's gonna be redoing it, and James Gunn is gonna be leading it. And like I said, so far it's really been really pretty. Isn't Tron dead? Yeah, he's supposed to be. I guess they'll bring him back. He's a computer program, so you can do that. What's Tron? So is the Superman that one. Tron is a very Western video game isekai. Can someone explain to Axel what Tron is better than me? So would you actually want the sheep as a pet? Yes. And okay, so Tron is basically about a bunch of nerds. Two nerds and a video the girlfriend. They make a computer program and they call it Tron. And then there's a company named Encom. I haven't seen the original in years. Anyway, they end up going into it, and there's this weird smiley face thing. Oh man, I cannot even. It was like, and then there was like, and there. Yeah, there you go. Right, Kitty explains it much more nicer than I did. I haven't seen the original in years. And like I said, when I did see it, I wasn't very interested. I think I like it more as an adult. That's how long it's been. The last time I saw it, I was like a teenager. And then, oh yeah, that's why. I was like, surely that can't be it. So I do not know if, oh, I guess it is. So, I don't really know, I don't really remember the plot. I mean, plot 2 is like when the father ends up disappearing, then the son ends up growing up without him, and then he ends up getting a message from his dad, and he thinks he might be alive, and then he ends up getting stuck, and then he finds out his dad, the reason why his dad was stuck is because a copy of the dad, a digital program copy of the dad ended up taking over and trapped him in there. Well, he didn't trap him. It can only be open from the inside, and since he was kind of creating an uprising, he couldn't get to the gate to go out. And then there's a cool female character named Cora. Oh, I guess none of them are called that. Oh, no wonder. I'm in the wrong folder. I drew this drawing for the 35th anniversary of The Little Mermaid. So, fun fact about The Little Mermaid is that Anastasia came out the same year I was born. Little Mermaid came out in the same year my parents were married. So, that's fun. I ended up making this for the anniversary. And I wanted to make something else. Something with her in her human dress that she wears when she's out on the town, because I love that one. The one with the big blue bow. But I ended up getting around to it. So there we go. November, October. Now let's see if we... I'm gonna be surprised if I actually drew anything in September. No. No, I didn't. And this would make me sad. I didn't draw anything in September. I'm gonna look in my personal folder and see if there's anything. I like the OG Tron. Like I said, I really need to rewatch it. I'll rewatch both of them. My brother, really does love the first one, but he also likes the second one too, because a lot of people who do like the first one don't like the second one. Let's see. No, I didn't make anything for September this year. That is something. Anyway, I kind of fuses with real world and the futuristic with video game worlds. Yeah, Riot Kitty explained both those plots more better than I did. Yeah, one thing I really like is in Kingdom Hearts Dream Drop Distance, they added Tron Legacy in. It was kind of at last minute, and I think they did really good, and I love that. That's actually one of the reasons I ended up seeing... See, that sort of timeline kind of misses me, because it's like, I know I saw... I don't know where I'm going. I know I ended up seeing Tron before Kingdom Hearts Dream Drop Distance, but I know my brother got Kingdom Hearts Dream Drop Distance on day one of the American release. I do not like the background of this drawing, but I really do like this, I really do like, how I did, her. This is my oldest OC, Anastasia Vale. I drew her a lot this year. I don't usually... That is too small. I thought I played... Oh, that's a stupid eyeballs. I ended up... No wonder it was too small. I ended up doing it from the wrong thing. I was like, wait, how is that small? But yeah, the background's kind of crap. Oh, because I haven't had any practice in drawing backgrounds like at all. Like, that's the one reason why I'm like nervous about drawing Revolution Full Colors, because I suck at backgrounds. I really do. Not that much. There we go. Just cut it a little bit. I want some of these pictures to be a little bit uniform. And then... Okay, what did I draw? That was in April. That was in June. That was in June. That's another drawing where... That was in May. So, it seems like in June I just started these two. And I guess between the two of them, I like the Fate one. I ended up drawing this because my brother said, allegedly, that some people from the Discord he was a part of wanted to see me draw these two characters. So if any of those people were you guys, let me know. But I did have a lot of fun, I did have a lot of fun coloring them. They just had a really nice palette. I'm gonna space this stuff out now. I've never watched a single episode of Naruto. I have watched one episode of Boruto. It was the episode when Sasuke ends up coming back to see his daughter. Because I found it interesting. I completely forgot that I drew this year. That's how much this year has been a blur to me. I forgot that I did this. Okay, so I said that my wish drawing was my most favorite achievement. This was my favorite achievement. The advertisement poster for Revolution Full Color. It's not quite accurate anymore because I'm changing up Masato's design. I'm kind of meh on the original, but I like Tron Legacy a lot, but I like Tron the animated show the best. I didn't see all of that. My brother did, though, and I did like from what I did see of it. Don't ask me why I didn't see all of it. I don't remember. I guess I just didn't have time, or maybe I don't think it was because I wasn't interested in it, because I definitely was. So yeah, this picture right here. This is what I'm most proud of, probably, art-wise. I am very proud of this drawing. Lock this, lock this, lock this, and lock this. So that way I do not grab. I'm gonna have to make this a little taller. So we're actually gonna delete that. We need some height in this art room. Probably need a little more width too, but can't give that. But yes, I'm very, very, very proud of this drawing. I was gonna say, I'm just gonna put it on the side. I don't know where to put things. Okay, we're just gonna leave it there. And then for April, I did that one, which was a gift to Riot Kitty. I did this one, which was a contest entry, which did not win, but I'm still happy with it. So I guess I did a little bit more than I thought. And this was a gift to my friend Lydia from Spain. It was my first time drawing Lara Croft. I'm not very happy with it, but she liked it. The background is crap. I didn't even try. And then that was March. So I guess out of all of them, I really do like this one, but I always feel a little weird when I do that, so I'm gonna do this drawing. No, this is not Fly. This character is not her. She does look kind of like her, but her eyes are blue. And she actually does have short hair. And she has brown hair. Although I've always drawn her hair with such strong highlights in it, you might think that her hair is brown. I actually don't like this resize. Some of these I have to resize, but then some of them I just don't want to. Yeah, I think that's what the animated show was called, Tron Uprising. And then for March, the video was my proudest achievement. I don't like the drawing. Like, they look fine. I actually do like them. So if anything, I just cut out them, but they look ugly. Like, I did not do a good job on them. And then this is the reference sheet I made for Masato. This is updated, and I like it, but I'm going to update it again, so I'm not really going to put it there. I do not like that drawing, but I gotta put one of these drawings here, so it's just gonna have to be this one. I'm gonna do the black and white one. well, not the black and white's not the right word. Heterochromatic? Yeah, that's the right word. I'm not even trying to put them in order anymore. I've said I might put frames on them, but if I do put frames on them, it will kind of make them harder to see. And then this one I made in February, so I already know that this one, it is technically a copy off of the last Valentine's Day drawing that I did, was Mafia, but I like it. I was making it bigger. I was like, no, that's not what I want. I do not want it bigger. But I might actually not need to resize it. Let's compare. Yeah. Actually, I won't resize it, but I will shrink it manually. There we go. I don't usually do that because it gets a little bit more pixelated when I do it. So, what did you have, it says, what did you have for breakfast that was great? I hadn't, well, obviously I know that was directed to someone else, but I'll answer it just because. February, I did this, because of Persona Free, and then that was on February 1. That was also from his Persona, and that was in January. That was in February. I'm actually gonna put that there, because I actually, like that. I changed her name, though. So, this is the main villain for Revolution Full Color. But, oh, I didn't change it there. I gotta do that right now. So, let me open that up. So the main villain in Revolution Full Color is Dr. Her name used to be Zhang Liu, but I changed it to G. Okay, I did change it, I just didn't change it there, so let me... Get out my watermark, look around for my watermark. I rarely ever eat anything for breakfast. Okay, there's one watermark. I really gotta say I'm very, 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 very happy with her design. Her design is actually inspired off of this. I was playing around with Love Nikki. It was a video game. I don't play it anymore. But I ended up it's the one mobile game I spent money on. And I was playing around with it, and this is what I came up with, and I thought that would make a really good scientist design, and I saved it in my head, and then I was like, this is her. And the only thing that looks different is from my original design is that she was going to have like let me kind of draw what I'm referring to. She would kind of have like her hair pulled in like a, instead of a bun, it would have been like kind of like a tube. It's a very common style, at least in dress wear, obviously not in everyday wear, but that I've seen like Chinese outfits that are really like pretty and stuff. So I was gonna give her something like that, but as like I just ended up going for a regular bun instead, and I'm glad I went for a regular bun because it fits her better. So yeah, this is what I did for February, folks. I'm gonna change it one more time though. Ah! I meant the dragon instead. And then after that we have January. That was another movie I ended up seeing this year. I ended up seeing Wonka. It came out in 2022, free, but I didn't end up watching it until New Year's. I ended up watching it on New Year's Day. In fact, I ended up watching it 1 year from tomorrow. And so it was 1 year ago. I actually did really like it a lot, but I haven't seen it since then. So I think I gave it like a really positive review. I'm not sure if it would be subject to change though. I'm actually gonna do the Wonka bit drawing because I am proud of it because it was really rushed, so that way I could do the review. And like I said, I did like certain parts of it. I think the parts that I just didn't like the most about it is that when you start thinking about it as like attached to Willy Wonka. Especially the Gene Wilder, it's like he's nothing really like Gene Wilder in attitude. He's a lot more dumber and whimsical, whereas the Ever one is just kind of, he's definitely got whimsical to him, but he's also kind of sadistic, and so it just doesn't really fit. And I know that's a problem that a lot of people had, was it. Also, I said that I liked the music and I might download some of the songs on there, my computer. But in the end, I don't got any of the music downloaded. So I guess that's one of those things that time would tell. And time did tell. I didn't like it. Oh! Anyway, like I said, I was gonna add some frames to these to make these a little bit more... what's the word I'm looking for? Decorative? Yeah, decorative. But in the end, I don't know if I'll do that because I don't want to cover up. So, I'm just gonna double check to see if there's anything in September, like maybe I just missed something. Well, some of these drawings I know, like, I started, like, the Little Mermaid one, I started in August. That's why I was surprised when it said October. But I didn't finish it until... Did I finish it in September and just then get... Let me see that, actually. I gotta know that, because if so, then I'm gonna fudge the numbers, folks. Where is it? Ah, I went right past it. October 2nd. That means I most likely finish this, so I'm gonna actually... I'm fudging the numbers, folks, because I don't want it to be a month that I missed. So... Wait, do I got 2 Februaries? Oh. Oh, I didn't need a February. Ah! Yes. Gonna upload that. Okay, so yeah. I don't know why I ended up going so hard to get a February. I already have a February. My brain's a little fried this morning, like usual. It's always fried, but it's a little more fried than usual. Okay. Gotta unlock this. So that way. Ah! There we go. Trying to find the center of the canvas. Move this down a little bit so it's not going to be in the way. Okay, here we go. We're in the final stretch, folks. Let's see if I can get it all organized before this song ends. This song even seems like a final boss song. 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna shrink this up a little bit. 5. 6. I'm gonna do the opposite with this one and make it a little bigger because it's really small. Same thing with this one. I'm gonna make it a little bigger. 7. Wait, did I? Okay, so that one's gonna be 9. And that will be 11. And then this will be 12. This one is just really big. It's hard to squeeze them all in. Of course, one reason why is because I'm making it harder. Okay. So let us go back. Okay, so that one is 9. Then we need to find something for August and October. I don't know about August because I know I was very busy on that one day, but I definitely know I got one for October. And it's not in here. Where is it? There's the real one. I don't know. Maybe I called it Party Girl. But this is the one I'm most proud of for October. Anyway. Right, says, I love Nikki. Used to play one of those mobile games. It's kind of crazy Infinity Nikki was the next step for the series. Yeah, I do have to agree. That is a little weird. And then Ace Razor says, Marissa, you ever thought about drawing Yukari Tokubake from Persona 3 or another character in the style that is of her clothing? Or a drawing of another character in the style of her clothing. I actually have drawn Yukari once, but you would have not seen it because it wasn't on YouTube. But it was for a commission, and it wasn't in her outfit. This is what the person requested. They wanted this kind of dress. Don't ask me why. And they wanted it to be her shadow self. They paid money. It was a very nice customer. So, I just didn't ask questions and just went off. So anyway, there we go. I didn't end up finishing this before. This song. And then move Party Girl over here. This is why I move this over here, move this over here, move Party Girl over here, and move Ariel over here. And then move this over here. There we go. Oh wait, move Ariel up. Okay, there we go. Almost done, folks. Almost done. Let's just see if there's anything that I made in August. I just don't think I was active during that time. Because when you go to this, you got like, yeah, you've got a big gap. And DeviantArt is where I post the most. So the only thing that would have been there is if I post something private. I know I started the challenge pretty late, but oh, let me see. When did I do this? No, that was in October too. Yeah, I didn't do it. Got nothing for August this year, folks. I had a feeling there would be 1 month where it's close. So yeah, there we have it, my art summary. I'm still not gonna go yet. I'm still gonna go for a little bit longer on my stream. But that's my art summary. I might fix it up and give it frames, but I'm gonna do that off camera because that will be extremely boring. And we don't want that. So instead, what I'm going to do is work a little bit. I wanted to finish this drawing before the New Year's. That is, if I can freaking find... I really, really, really wanted to finish this drawing for the new year, but I feel like if I do it, it will be rushed. And obviously, there's no way that I could do it. Like, I wanted to do it all on stream. So I'm just going to have to take a break on this drawing. So instead, what I'm going to do is open up this one, which is going to be a part of the speed paint that will be coming out this year. This year. Yes, well, it technically will be this year. It's hopefully going to be at the end of this year. But it's a very abstract piece that I'm working on. And, it's, going to be, it's going to be hard to explain. And like I said, it would have had some voiceover on it, but I ended up running out of time. So, no voiceover. So I'm going to draw one part of this for this. But to do this, so that way I could also get it onto that, I'm going to be making everything else disappear. And I'm going to start recording. So that way I can also put this in the speed paint. And I'm going to be working on this one. So, if you look at the speed paint when this is done, well, in addition to just the fact that there were many of times where I push pause in the speed paint and I forget to push play, I do that a lot. But for this one, you don't see me sketch this out at all in the speed paint, and that is the reason why, is because sound of... Oh, I'm in the wrong folder. Sound of... That is from this drawing that I made a long time ago that I never finished. It was supposed to be fan art from the anime recreators. My brother hates it, but I like it. It's a guilty pleasure of mine. It's not the best plot-wise, but I really did enjoy it. That was another anime that was really popular, and I did not see it until after it was long done. Made this a long time ago. In fact, let's take a look. It was in last year in June, so I ended up making it, and I realized I had this violin pose, and I needed a violin pose, and I didn't feel like coming up with one, so I stole it. I stole it for myself. So that is what we're going to be working on. I'm just probably going to do the line art, though. Up to the line art. Yeah, the violin is a 3D model. Because, I don't got enough experience to draw that. So I'm trying to think. If you're wondering if these are supposed to be like Masato's, they're not. I mean, they look like her, but they're not supposed to be her exactly. So, they're just supposed to be like representations of the things that she likes. So, none of them are supposed to be exactly her. I'm gonna make this one kind of look like Hatsune Miku because this would be the quote-unquote musical side of her. But of course I don't want it to look, you know, I don't want people to actually think that's Hatsune Miku. Gonna make this a little... I had this on transparency because I ended up, you know, I was working on the astronaut, which drawing an astronaut was interesting. But I think I did a relatively good job on it, considering it was my first time. Because it's weird, because it's like I'm just basically drawing... I'm drawing a marshmallow here. So it was like... No. I will not give it, I will not give it, that. Anyway, Brad Kitty says, what are your art goals for 2025? I want to draw and finish, one piece a month, but big thing is doing Victoria's concept art. Honestly... I want to just practice on my anatomy. I said this earlier, I'm not going to make any big goals because last time I made goals, I didn't end up doing any of them. In fact, I could even look up my goals, but they're all the way back somewhere on my Twitter, and I don't know where they are. Because the search bar isn't, like, there's this, look at this. No search bar. I mean, there's the search bar. This will find people. This won't find, like, there used to be a search bar right here, and it is on mobile, but it's not on there. And also, Teen Titans stopped airing on HBO Max. So, lucky me, I still have I still own it. But this is why physical media is so important to me. Like, I will never be on the streaming bandwagon. I do find it funny that a lot of people who are like my age and older, they used to be like totally on the YouTube to MP3 side of music, and then like something just snapped and now they're all streaming. And that's all they do. Not everybody, obviously. And I just kind of find that funny. Music is the one thing I actually like buying digitally because you can actually own it. So a lot of things I don't like buying digital because you don't own it. Because it's like, oh, you don't own this movie. You just own the streaming rights for it. Blah, 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 blah. I'm like, I don't want to. I want to physically own things. Music's the one thing I actually can, you buy it and you download it and it's on your computer. But yeah, I would say anatomy, and if I can get really, that would be my biggest goal for 2025, just work on anatomy, get better at it. I mean, I don't think I'm very good at it. But, at the same time, I do think that if I could actually make chapter 2 of Revolution Full Color, that'd be cool. Heck, cool, even cooler. I do have one project that I'm going to work on. I started in November, but I put it on pause because I had to do Christmas gifts and stuff like that. I'm not going to say what it is because if I fail, then it will be between me and the Lord, and also Benj, who's a friend. And so I'll be like, I'll just kill all witnesses. So goodbye, friends. I'm trying to think. Though, if there's anything else that I really want to do in 2025 art-wise. Oh, I want to draw this one illustration with Disney princesses. I might watch it sometimes because the idea of fictional characters coming to life and interacting with their creators seems really interesting. Yeah, like I said, I really liked it. My brother did not. And I could see why he didn't like it. The most part I was getting aggravated with him is because I just said right from the get-go, straight out from the gate, is, okay, we can watch this, but if you don't like it, let me know so I can turn it off, because I'd rather have you not watch it than roast it. And I don't mean like roasting, like a fun kind of roast. I mean, like, get annoyed and not enjoy it. And he's like, okay. And he didn't. He didn't say anything. Okay, let me see if there's anything that... Wad says hot. Are you referring to the temperature, or are you referring to something else? I just saw that response, so I don't know what it was referring to. She looks like a frog. We're gonna erase the eyes. We'll deal with them later. Eyes are a secondary thing. No, they're not, actually. Eyes are the most important thing. That's why the one thing I'm confident in drawing, like, anatomy, that could use some work, but the one thing I really do feel confident in me drawing is eyes, because eyes was something that I practiced a long time ago, because I wanted to get them right. Okay. Go back. Wait, no. go back to my little astronaut. Make him be invisible. I probably need a more detailed sketch, but I don't have time for that, so we're just gonna go with it. Ah, the party girl piece. Ah, that's what I was referring to. That's what I thought, to be honest. I didn't really want to assume. Every once in a while, I think this will be the time I try out a different pen. I'm actually going to do a different kind of bangs. I'm going to do, so that way no one thinks I'm drawing Hatsune Miku, I'm going to do straight across bangs. Which, I always like drawing these kind of bangs. There are probably shortcuts that I could do to also make this quicker, like I could not draw the hair and use one of my hair brushes to do it because I got all these hair brushes. But I know what's gonna happen. I never use them. I use the ones for shine, but I don't use any of the ones for strands. I made the wrong thing disappear. There we go. And then give her some fringes, and then give her so I'm probably gonna go, like I said, I'm gonna go to the end of the line art and then I'll stop. So, does anyone have any plans for New Year's? Here's my plan. Go to sleep. We're ordering in food, so we're not going out to eat. And that's it. I'm not even sure if I'll stay up to midnight, folks. I used to stay up to midnight, but now I'm like, oh, what's the point? It's just another year. I need sleep. I value my sleep. But the only other thing that I really want to do is finish this drawing before the year, before that clock turns to 2000. 2025. I want to finish this drawing, but I got quite a bit of work to, quite a ways to go. One thing I gotta make sure I don't open up anything else that will distract me. I just gotta power on through. Go, 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 go. I gotta admit, there's sometimes I think maybe I should just dump Revolution Full Color and just like maybe go to a different thing. But then when I actually think about, I'm gonna get rid of the headphones. I was gonna do headphones because I thought it'd be fun, but I'm gonna, oh, what the heck, do the headphones. Who cares if it's gonna be so much more harder? I do a 3D model of headphones, now that I'm thinking of it. There we go. That might actually help.
I like to try to draw things on my own, but there's just sometimes I'm like, it'd probably be better if I had a 3D model. That's half the reason why I have these 3D models, because there's just sometimes it's like I know that it's gonna be, this is gonna be faster to do with a 3D model for help. Delete the roller. I think I started talking about it, but I ended up changing my conversation to okay, that is no help at all, so we're just gonna delete that. Just remember what Mark Curley taught me. Think of it as two. I'm gonna make the gonna actually make this gonna make this disappear. Think of it as cubes. This is an impromptu lesson on how to draw headphones. Is this how I would actually teach someone if I was doing a drawing course? No clue. But I suck at teaching how to draw. Like, some people are like, oh, you should teach drawing lessons, you're so good. Like, first of all, no, I'm not. Second, you just haven't seen people who are better than me. Second of all, your lack of drawing skills is making you think that I'm good at this. Second of all, I'm a horrible, even if I was great, I wouldn't do it anyway, because it's like, I'm bad at explaining things to people. Sit around and do nothing. That's a great plan, Wads. Okay, that is way too high. Ah. Just kidding. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Like, it's like I just realized I'm in silence. And like, okay, is there anything else that I wanted to talk about? Okay, let's see. So I explained why I haven't drawn that much this year. That was because of my Grammys passing. Also some laziness, I admit. I ended up doing my Wish video and my Revolution Full Color, so even if I didn't do a chapter, I at least did something Revolution Full Color wise. And I those are probably my biggest accomplishments. I ended up not sucking at my attempt to enter the clipstudiopaint art challenge contest. And I think that's it. Like, if I come around with one favorite work of mine, it would be the Revolution Full Color picture. Not because it's great, just because I did it. But I'm gonna have to change some things because Misato's design is gonna slightly change. Not any way her is, it's just mostly her outfits because I've noticed that there's a little too much color, so I'm gonna change her hoodie. Here, I can just open it up and show it. I think I showed it last time, but let me open it up again. So her hoodie used to be cyan, but I'm gonna change it to be, what? I'm changing it to black, and I completely got rid of the special sleeves. So originally her sleeves were completely see-through, then I made them glitter, and then I made them solid. Just boring colors, so that way it's a little less in the color, make her design, I'm trying to streamline her design as much as possible, so the reference sheet is not completely accurate. There we go. Oh, that looks horrible. Why did I decide to do headphones on this girl? I guess it's just because it fits. That was one movie I was watching last night. If anyone hasn't seen this movie, they should. It's so creepy. It's a psychological horror. It's called Whatever Happens with Baby Jane. It's got Bette Davis. It's one of the oldest movies with her. It's also got Joan Crawford, another good star. They actually really did have a bitter rivalry in real life, so that added to them playing so good as sisters who hated each other. So if anyone hasn't seen it, it's about two sisters who absolutely hate each other because one of them was a spoiled stage actress, one of those feeder kids, and this was way back, in the early 1900s, I think it was just the early 1900s. And then, because of that, the youngest daughter ended up paying her performances ended up paying for a lot of their family's finances, so she ended up getting a lot of everything that she wanted. And her father was kind of mean to the older daughter because he was kind of neglectful and cruel to her. And so because of that, the oldest daughter just kind of grew up a little neglected, and then her mother, who just kind of made excuses for them, was just one day just treat them better than they've treated you. I'm sorry. And then later on, when it started transitioning to Hollywood and, films, the younger sister ended up sucking, which that's the funny part of the movie, is because Bette Davis is such a great actress, so the fact that her career went nowhere is it's funny. And then, the older sister, she became really talented and really good. But then later on, her career was cut short because of a car accident that ended up crippling her. Now the sisters are old, and they live by themselves, and the younger one has to take care of the older one. Blanche and Jane, that's her names. So Blanche is the older one. That is a disgusting name. I hate the name Blanche. I know what it means. It means white, but I just hate it. Which is funny, because she had darker hair then. But, It just sounds ugly. But anyway, so Blanche had to end up being taken care of now by Jane. And so that kind of made Jane resent her. And so now she's just kind of making Blanche's life miserable. And it's, like I said, it's really good film. And there's a plot twist at the end. And I think it does, like, I'm not big on horror, but that's the kind of horror that I do like if I am seeing it, because I like the idea of horror. I just don't like watching horror because I don't like watching things that are gory, gruesome, stuff like that. And that doesn't have really any, that doesn't have any gore in it, so it's like, so, I just like it for that aspect, because it's like, right, Kitty says, yeah, I got, same, I got my limit was horror, yeah. I think the most horrifying thing that I saw was, I don't know, my brother would be, Nora Vanguard would be, very more, he's definitely more inclined to horror, and he would give you a better answer on what the most horrifying thing is that I've seen. Oh yeah, that's one thing that I might do, is that I'm gonna watch the Batman New Year's episode with my brother. I love that TV show. It's really good. Oh, no wonder I'm having so much trouble. The stabilization got lowered a lot. I think I lowered it because of frills and stuff, and then I forgot to raise it. But yeah, if you guys haven't seen that movie, watch it. I think it's like not officially from the official thing, so if you look it up, you won't find it like free on YouTube, but someone else posted it on YouTube. It's got like a frame around it, but other than that, it's 100% the movie. And like I said, it's really, really good. It also kind of gave both the actors, because both Joan Crawford and Bette Davis, they were kind of going for a little bit of, because, you know, they were the Hollywood stars, the darlings. They were both very, very talented actresses. I love them both. I love Bette Davis more than Joan Crawford. But I do like a lot of Joan's movies. I'm not gonna lie. Both of them kind of, you know, once things started getting to the 60s and stuff, they started slowing down in what they made. But that kind of gave a little bit of a recession, because back then, you know, once an actress got older, they weren't utilized as much. I'm gonna have to just, I don't like using this tool as much, but it is easier sometimes. The reason why I don't like using it is because you can't get the same pressure. Well, you can, but you have to like edit it all yourself, and so it's not as natural. But whatever, we're in a rush. And I don't even know how much of this, because Masato's supposed to be in front of this, so I don't even know what's going to be showing. I was going to draw something completely different, but I was just kind of, I was pacing back and forth like I usually do. Yeah, that was a fun, Nora did have a fun stream on Sunday. Oh, wait, no, No, Sunday? Yeah, I wasn't there for Sundays. Well, I was here, but I didn't, in fact, let's look up. I don't think I was there. Happy New Year's Eve onward to 2025. I hope it's better. It kind of sucked this year. My first challenge is getting my event job after I'm going to my niece's baptism this Sunday. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Yeah. I hope that you have a good day. Yeah, I do kind of find it weird because some people like have very good year this 2004, and then other people just like, but I mean that's how it always goes. I mean, there are gonna be people who have really good years. I mean, 2023 was art-wise that was my great year, but it wasn't a good year for a lot of people in 2023. Especially if you don't live in America, it wasn't a good year for that. For them. So, I can't. And definitely by other people's standards, I think I'm still doing good. But, yeah. I don't know why Amelie added all this random talking in the middle of this song. This song is Hey Kids. I forget the... Oh, let me look it up. It's killing me. I gotta know now. Oral cigarettes. I knew it was something to do with, like, some kind of thing, but I was thinking of, like, poppies or something. I don't know. But anyway, she added talking to it, and I don't know why. She also, and this wasn't just her, this was also Nate Wants the Battle, too. They don't say, hey kids, they just say drive 'em crazy. Because in the actual song, it's Kyo Ren Hey Kids. Kyo Ren Hey Kids. Kyo Hey Kids. And she doesn't say it. And nobody said it. The only one who does is Studio Yukari. He's the only one that actually put in the Hey Kids. And I think one reason why they didn't is because it couldn't fit. But, I mean, Studio Yukari, the cover group band, they pulled it off pretty well. Oh, I wanted so badly for Noragami to get a season 3, but I don't think it will. Some people are saying Yona the Dawn's gonna be getting a season 2, which if that's the case, cool. I've stopped reading Yona the Dawn, so I used to just watch the anime. I saw it at Best Buy, and then I looked it up, and then I actually really ended up starting liking it, and then... Joke. Well, I don't know why the reply that you sent isn't showing. It says it's Riot Kitty, it says it's being held for review, and I'm pushing show, but it won't show because it says another moderator handled it. And I don't know which moderator would have handled it because the only moderator is Nora Vanguard. So anyway, Riot Kitty says she's not at the point where she's a few months who is extremely chuggy cheeks and I want to squish her. Why was it even held for review? Because she's... I don't know. YouTube is weird sometimes, folks. Oh, October. Oh, I gotta wait until October? All these animes that are coming out, and they're all coming out in fall of 2025. Why are you even announcing them if it's gonna be that late? Yeah, Kimetsu no Yaiba will probably be late into October too. My Hero Academia's final season will be. Yeah, the being it says the comment being held for review, and then I push show, and it says another moderator just handle it. Yeah, that would make sense, but it still doesn't make sense. What's really doesn't make sense is when it says a never mod. Bye, H250B. Thank you so much for stopping by. Like I said, my last stream didn't go so well, and I think one thing is I think I gave the impression that I was upset that people didn't show up for it, and I'm like, oh, well, don't get me wrong, I mean, I want people to show up to my stream, but at the same time, it's like, I'm not gonna like, oh, you guys should have shown up, why didn't you guys show, unfair, boo-boo, no, if you show up, you show up, that's cool, I love it when you guys show up, obviously, that's the reason why I stream, is to talk to people, so it would, you know, I want people to show, but at the same time, I'm not gonna, like, guilt people into, like, I'm not gonna guilt people into not showing up. The reason why I was more mad is because, like I said, the moment that more people started coming in, I stopped it, and then also I had a lot of problems with Kingdom Hearts because I was just setting it up. I think I finally figured it out. I already set up Kingdom Hearts free, so that way if I do decide to stream that, I'll be right. But yeah, in Dream Dot Distance, I already got to the second world now, and I haven't even played that much. So I'm making good progress. I don't want to rush for it, but at the same time, like, one thing I'm definitely going to try to do is I'm going to try to get all the Dream Eaters. I've done that once on Nintendo, on the PS4. I've never done it on the Nintendo 3DS, but I did do it on PS4. So, that's cool. Okay, I'm not sure if that's right or not, but we're gonna say it is. Okay, now we'll make this appear. I said I was gonna do the liner, but I don't know. It depends how long this is. Because those headphones took a lot longer, but that should be the only thing that takes a long time. The rest of this should not take as long. Oh, I love this song. I've never seen One Piece, but I really gotta say, the movie One Piece Red really did interest me. I was this close to actually go seeing it because I was like, it really did intrigue me. I haven't watched it yet because it's like, do I need to see One Piece to understand this movie? I don't know. But I do know that it really did interest me, and I find it pretty cool that Amelie plays the main female character. Of the movie. Has anyone watched One Piece? Anyone in my chat? Good. I guess you left for a second to go get something, like maybe breakfast. I know it's breakfast time for many of people. Well, it's not breakfast time for wads. At least I don't think so. I get all my layers mixed up because I don't know what I have. I've seen one episode of One Piece. The episode was Sora's backstory. I liked it, except for the fact that Monorail. I watched the dub because I was doing it while I was drawing, and Monorail was in it, so that was like, I didn't like that. I really don't care for her voice acting. Like, if she's cast right, like, I don't care for her, that's one reason why. But if she is cast right, I can look past, like, I can separate the art from the artist. But, if the dub is bad, or if she's just not cast right, like, I do not own Yona the Dawn anime. I did want to own it, but I refused to buy it because, she plays Yona, and I hate it. She sounds awful as her. I hope that if Yona the Dawn continues, she will be recast. I think I should probably get back to reading the manga of Yona the Dawn, just because it's like, I look at the newest volume of the manga and she's got like red eyes now. Her eyes are supposed to be purple, so I'm like, what's that all about? Well, I guess I have to read. I haven't even read the newest volumes that I got. I think I just gotta reread the entire thing. I might do it at the start of the year. Because I'm gonna take a little bit of a slowdown break in January. I'm mostly gonna be playing when in between time when I'm not, like, you know, working and stuff like that. I'm going to be do some drawing, but I am gonna kind of just slow down a little bit. I'm gonna relax. So I'm gonna play video games, and I'll probably read. I'll probably reread Yona the Dawn. I need to judge it so that way I can see if I like it. It's funny, I had this big basket which I keep all my Yona the Dawn mangas. I got up to volume 30, I think. So I got all of them into a big basket. And I took them all out and just put them on my floor because I wanted to use the basket for my anime, but that wasn't enough. So I then took the basket where I keep my snacks in, and I dumped it out and put my anime in that. And my Yona's ended up going back into the basket that I keep, that I kept tried to put my anime in. I want to watch the One Piece film Red, but I feel like I need to catch up at this point where I know who all the crew members are, and I'm just like, wow, a lot of random people suddenly with Luffy. Yeah, like I said, I don't watch. I've only seen one episode. I know nothing about it. I don't know any of the crew. The only thing I do know is that the fan base doesn't like respecting, well, a certain type of the fan base, to be precise. Don't like respecting others' wishes about one certain character, but I won't talk about her. But if you know anything about One Piece drama, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Like Naoto from Persona 4. There's also a character in Bleach, she's also similar. And, like, again, the creator specifically said the everything, and people are just, like, saying, screw the creator. He doesn't know. And I'm like, what do you mean he doesn't know? He's the creator. The creator knows what they're doing. I hate that. It's like, the only time I've ever said death to the creator, like, death of the author, not death to the creator, but death of the author as a concept, was Hello Kitty. The creator says Hello Kitty's not a cat. She's a girl in a cat costume. Period, she's a cat. Hello Kitty's a cat. I hate Anime America for even bringing that up and not counting her. I don't watch that channel anymore. I used to watch it a lot when I was starting to first get into anime, but I don't watch it at all now. You're all talking about how people ignore the plot of Persona 4. People seem to ignore the plot of a lot of video games. They just don't play them. One thing I found funny is, like, in Persona 5, there's this one scene in Okumura's palace, and everybody always talks about how it's so hard. And I always thought it was hard, too, because the first time I did it, it was hard because I was following along with the guide. And so I wasn't really paying attention to the puzzle. I was just paying attention to the guide and making sure that I followed every single piece correctly. The second time around in Okunuma's Palace, the puzzle, I ended up doing it myself. So I had no problem doing it. So it's like, is everyone else not good at puzzles? I'm not bragging on myself, but I did it. How do you guys know? How do you guys all get stuck? But yeah, so there's a certain aspect about Naoto, Yamato, and this one character from Bleach. A lot of people want it to be true, but it's not, because in the end, it's just one of those things. What's even more fun? I'm decent at puzzles. I just go back. I just got back. What was a puzzle? Reiki says, I'm on Alabaster arc, so I'm in mid-range 100 animes, but there's at least 6-month hiatus of the anime, so maybe I can catch up. Go, 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 right, Kitty, you can do it. Puzzles. Referring to Persona 5, Okumura's Palace. There's one puzzle with 2 portals. People couldn't, a lot of people are apparently bad about it because a lot of people talk about it. How it's such a nightmare, and it's like, I found no problem with it. I did it myself. I'm bad at puzzles. I really am, but it's like, what? Yeah, that's it. Kanji and Naoto. They both ignore their character arcs. And it's like, it wouldn't even be like, okay. What's even more funnier is the fact that, some of them, not all of them, but, like, the thing is, was, Naoto, like, that character, there's a character in, Persona, in the game Catherine that has that. And they didn't like it, if I remember correctly. But whatever. Oh, there's gonna be a reboot of that? Oh. That's interesting. I know there's a Wix reboot, not Wix, Witch, but it's not the TV show, it's just the comic. I never read the comic. I read about the plot, And to be honest, it just doesn't interest me. And I kind of feel bad because it's like, you know, the, comic is obviously what the TV show comes from, but it's just like, it never really interested me that much. But I love the TV show because the TV show does every single thing that I want. Does every single thing that I want. One from a girls' TV show. Like, every single thing that I like in a girls' TV show, it has. And it just did it all perfectly. So I wish the show would have continued, but at the same time, I'm like, it could have ended way worse. But I really do love the show. It's got beautiful animation, nice style. It's got wonderful girl characters that all seem really real. It's got actual real diversity in it because the girls are all different and they're not the same. Like, that's the one thing that I always, like, you notice this the most. I've never watched it, but I've seen reviews on it. But one of the things that does it the worst is Charlie's Angels movie, where every girl's kind of the same. And so it's like, what's the point? Whereas in A Witch, each one of the girls have, in addition to just the fact that they have a different element, they each have a different personality. Paylin's the more artsy, creative one. Irma's the more outgoing, rebellious, jokester one. Will, she's mostly normal. Tarani's the cool, fashionable one, and then Irma's the really smart, bookwormy girl. And like I said, I really do like them. And I like the male characters. I love Caleb and Matt, and I like the relationships that they have. Spazzy Space, I formatted the wrong hard drive on Christmas Day. Oh man, I don't really know what formatting means because I'm not like a tech whiz. But is that bad or is it good? I mean, obviously I know it's a waste of time because you did the wrong one, but it's like, did you like write over it? Can you not use it now? Anyway, Brikey says, the Witch animated show just improves upon the comics in just about every way, from switching up the characters appear in order of events. Yeah, I wish it could have continued too. Yeah, see, that's the thing. It's just like, and then also I realized, like, there's some weird stuff I know. I don't know 100% because, like I said, I've never read them, so I can't judge it. But it's like, from what I've heard, it's like there's some weird stuff with, like, Caleb, like, her and Cornelia. I mean, Caleb and Cornelia don't end up getting together because something tree or something. I don't know. I've never read it, so I don't know. But it's just like that kind of made me sad, and I just didn't really like it. Will's it's not a phase mom girl. Yeah, that's true. Well, like, I would say Will's, like, that's usually, like, in the case of Barbie, Three Musketeers, which is also a teen girl movie. And each one of the girls are the same. I haven't read their names. What are their names? Renee would be the sassy one. Oh, this is gonna kill me. I know it's Vidya, and let's just look it up. Barbie and as the Three Musketeers. Corinne, which is Barbie's character, Aramita, that's it. Renee, and wait, how do you pronounce it? Vivica. Okay, that's the names. Those are really pretty names. I really do like those names. They're the same ways. Vivica's the more artsy, fashionable one. Aramir's kind of the, you know, airheady one, and then Renee's more sassy one, and then Barbie's just stereotypical. And I know that isn't the case with Will. She's not like that character that you just say, oh, her personality is girl. But at the same time, she's that. And I forgot that I'm also I'm recording a speed paint while I'm at it, so I'm gonna have to edit this hard. I'm gonna have to edit this really hard. But luckily I'm talking for it, so hopefully it'll be really much more easier. But yeah, there ain't gonna be no voiceover for this speed paint. Because I was wondering, it's like, why didn't you guys see when I pulled up Wikipedia? But then I was like, oh, that's because I'm recording a speed paint! Yeah, like I said, really do like how, anyway, from what I know, the comic reboot, there's a very strange changes where I guess the idea is that the girls have a bunch of stuff be opposite day, where Alien is said to be evil and also most knowledgeable. When you format a hard drive, you delete everything. Oh, I'm sorry that happened to you. Ouch. Oh my goodness. Can you get it back? Can you get that stuff back? That really sucks. And former Guardians are hunting Elion. I don't know if this is accurate because it's just French. What I'd noticed is the designs look kind of bad. Yeah, that was the biggest thing that I didn't like. I've never even been that bad. That's another reason why I didn't, is because the art style, not my favorite. I like the art style in the TV shows better. I really wasn't digging the style of the new I think what I'm actually gonna do is I pushed record on this, but I think I'm actually just not gonna show this, and then I'll just put like a speech bubble. I did the line art and slash sketch of this. Nah, then again, I don't know. I'll see what I can do. This is gonna be a real pain to edit. Because I can't make anything too complicated. Pigtails are actually one of the hardest styles for me to draw. Not because, I find them, like, hard in the sense that I can't do them right at all. It's just, like, you get such a mix-up with all the lines. And I always have to make sure I get the shape satisfying, because it's like, okay, what kind of pigtails am I doing? Because there's all kinds of different pigtails. There's pigtail drills, which is something I kind of wish I would have done for this drawing, and then maybe it would have been a little bit easier because I would have not had this long flowy hair. but doesn't really fit for the style. But it's like, okay, where do I put the gaps? Where do I put this? How thick do they look? Do I want them chunky? Do I want them long and flowy? Do I want them high? Do I want them low? How many strands do I want? That was one anime that really hit the really did make a big impact, and then it just kind of went away. Was Oshinoko. I ended up watching the first episode, but then after that I was just like, okay, this is weird. Like, nah, it was just like, this is weird. So it's just like, I don't think this is for me. There we go. I'm almost done with the line art. I just need to make decide if I'm gonna do the violin, and I guess I also have to give her a face, or at least an indication of a face. I think I was gonna say this earlier, but I ended up losing my train of thought, which is something that's happening a lot in this stream. I ended up saying eyes are the one thing I'm very confident in drawing, because it's like the one thing I'm actually good at. It's one of the first things I learned how to draw. But in the end, I'm drawing her eyes closed. It doesn't even matter what the eyes look like. Resurgit says probably. Probably you can't, or probably you can? Well, I hope you can. Because I know what it's like to not save a drawing. And then I exit out. And it's like, ooh! Watched a couple of episodes of Oshinoko and got bored, so I stopped. It really did turn into the unfulfilled harem anime that was most important, not revenge. Skip a beat is superior. Yeah, see, that's the thing. It had these moments where it was like, see, it wasn't even just the fact that, okay, the idea of a doctor then becoming the baby of his patient being reincarnated, and then also a cancer girl, like that was really weird. Really, really weird. One second, doggo's gonna break down the door. All that for that. Anyway, it was like, that was really weird. I did not like that stuff. But also, it was just in the simple fact that I didn't like the fact that it was like, it kept on pretending like it was so much more darker and edgier than it was, because it was just like, well, I mean, edgy, it's definitely had some things like, you know, oh, I'm an adult man in a baby's body, and now I'm this teenager's daughter, I mean son. So it's like, and I'm my sister's maybe or may not be in love with me, who's reincarnated from a cancer girl victim. I was like, okay, weird. So that's like quote unquote, I don't know what you call that, but I guess you could say it's edgy, but it's like, there wasn't like that much like, because the thing is like, this is dark because you like have the main character's mom's death scene in the, like, that's all brutal and stuff like that, and you kind of think like I like certain concepts of it actually a lot. Like I like the idea of a mother, a pop star end up going through and having children and then getting murdered, and then her kids trying to find out who her murderer is. Like, I like that. That's actually really interesting, and that's what I was kind of building up to, and I thought, okay, maybe I can get past the weird stuff and just watch that for that, but it's just like, oh, you're not really doing that. So I watched, like, 2 episodes, and I was like, nah. I was just like, okay, you lost me. I'm gonna go eat breakfast, so yeah, you'll have a good morning. Ciao, ciao, Razorgrid. There are a few programs that can delete files. Well, I hope you recover them. And yeah, I actually had to go for one of those too, because I ended up deleting a very important document on my computer, and the problem is that because of the way I deleted it, it did end up recovering a few things that I ended up losing, and I think it did end up recovering it just didn't recover it fully. Like, it was damaged. Weird still that his ever patient who wanted to marry him also became his sister. Honestly, it didn't matter at the end. Yeah, apparently the artist wanted Aqua X Ruby ending, which would kind of be hilarious in a stupid sense. The art is one positive I can give, and was wasted on Oshinoko. Yeah, the art in the anime was really good. So it's just like, if you just ignore the weird stuff and the like 5 seconds that it had like creepy moments, and like alluding to something bigger, it was kind of just a nothing burger, to be honest. And I think that's one thing that's like, a lot of animes get their attention with controversy and stuff, and then they're not very good. Like Rising the Shield Hero got a lot of controversy, and it was okay, and actually I liked a lot of parts, but then it was just like, oh, this is boring, generic, and it's no different than any other isekai now. So it's like, what's the point? So I stopped watching it because of that. Also, I actually did like the English dub, but the actor who played Naofumi sadly passed away. I think he was battling with cancer. His name was Billy Krentz. He played he played one of the characters in Persona 5, Royal. Maruki. And he was a really good actor, and it's very sad that he passed away. I find it funny because he also played in, I forget the first thing I heard him in. I think it was, the first thing that I noticed him in was Rising of the Shield Hero. I thought he did really good, and then I was like, oh, I know this guy. He's played in a few things that I know. In Cells at Work, he played the White Blood Cell, and he sounded like he was too young to play him, because he didn't sound like the Japanese, who sounded older. And then in Kimetsu no Yaiba, he plays Rui, and he sounds too old. So, it's kind of weird. So it's like, but he does a really good job as Naofumi. But like I said, he sadly passed away. I liked season 1 of Rising of the Shield Hero, but I didn't check out it further because I thought it was just the conclusion of the story. I don't know why I continue past money. That's why, probably. Yeah, I'm still here and live. How long have I been streaming? Oh, 3 hours. I think this is my longest stream. Yeah, I first did my artist summary for the year, and then I did that. But yes. The angry grumpy mod is in the chat, folks. Let's bully him. Ah! My dog be walking as slow as a mule. I don't know why I said mule. Slow as a turtle. Ciao, ciao, Nora. Yeah, he's very busy right now. He's at work. He's uh New Year's Eve and really busy. Yes, Waz, that's true. We'll have to bully you. If there was one thing I was taught, if a story reads with BS, don't continue it. So I'm glad I didn't continue it. I just had the vibes the story was really going nowhere. And it really did go nowhere. Yeah, I feel like it just relied on shock value to get people hooked. And then after that, it was like nothing. But yeah, I agree. There's several. Ocean Cove was one of them. Um, Ciao, ciao, Riot Kitty. Thank you so much for stopping by. But yeah, I make a habit of not wasting my time on stupid anymore. That's one reason why I don't watch so many shows now. The only reasons why I'm going to probably check out Frieren in addition to the controversy is because I've heard actual good things about the story, and I heard the story fit elements before I heard anything controversial about it. So I was gonna check it out eventually. I was just gonna wait till later though. Because sometimes there's a benefit to waiting to animes to catch up too, because like I didn't see end up seeing I didn't end up seeing um Al Noah until it ended, like a long time after it ended. So because of that, I already knew that season 2 was kind of messed up in the way that it was done. So because of that, I didn't have the because I didn't wait and I just went to it. I was able to not be bothered by it as much. Okay, now the hard part, drawing a violin. I'm going to draw this, and then I shall take a tizzy, as Lucy says. Well, actually, I'm not gonna take a tizzy because I need to get back to work on this drawing. I'm gonna fast forward for this one just because. Not because I don't like that song, but it got taken off of the artist Lalia's channel because something to do with licensing. So I don't know what would happen if I play that one. who knows? Maybe I might be able to record audio for this speed paint of this drawing, but I do not know. So, is there anything else that anybody else is going on that they want to talk about before I leave? I'm trying to think if there's anything else I want to talk about. I think I touched on every subject. I mean, I could always do the 4 taboos: religion, politics, and Omi's head. That's free. I don't know why I said 2. That was a joke from the TV show that I watched when I was younger, Shaolin Shodown. I think I watched that show from the moment it aired to the moment it stopped airing. I definitely know it. I can't believe everything's 20 to 10 years older. That's from my childhood. It's like, why is everything getting so old? I ended up watching some of the newer episodes of Studio C because they brought back some of the original cast members and I love them. But then like, oh, time's really flying because they're older. Almost done. Hopefully this model doesn't look awkward, because if not, I'm gonna have to draw it all over. I'm gonna have to reset it because, like I said, I drew this sketch a long time ago last year. I keep building up a long time ago, like it's been ages ago, but now it's just last year. And so because of that, I'm not 100% where, if I got, like, the proportions correct, because now, looking back, I might have adjusted a few things. But, like I said, I wanted to use... One thing I wish I would have done, I don't think I knew how to do it back then, though, was make the outlining on this thinner, because look at that chunky outlining on this. Oh, that's right. I was going to ask a question from somebody who's in the chat, but they left already. So, I'll just have to. Almost done. Should I start rearing up my outro? I don't know. I'm not quite done yet, so I don't want to count my chickens before they hatch. Yeah. There we go. Yeah, like I said, line art is very chunky. Is this the remix? Yeah, I don't have her normal cover of the song. There we go. I need to make it a little bit more seeing because I couldn't see anything. A little less transparent. I want to just relax and play video games for the rest of the day, but I want to finish this too. And it's like, well, you can't have everything. I finally get the expression, you can't have your cake and eat it too. So basically, I guess people like looking at them, but they also like eating them. So the expression comes from the idea of, well, you can't look at a cake. You can't have a cake be a decoration, but also eat it. I think that's what it means. Don't quote me, because I might be wrong. The violin is the most beautiful instrument, looking and sounding. Like, I love the violin. I wish I knew how to play it, but I don't. There we go. I did everything but the strings, and I don't think I'm going to do those just because those will probably be white. So I'm probably not going to focus on those. I can finish before this song ends. Of course, I think I said that once in the stream and I already failed that. There we go. There we go. Almost done. Okay. Up. Okay, let's see how it looks against the sketch. Oh, it looks like a mess. But I'm gonna fix that off screen because I think I've been streaming long enough. Let's see how long we've been going. Yep, almost 4 hours. So yeah, my throat's gone. So yeah, that was the stream. I will be back with another speed paint. I'm hoping today, but maybe tomorrow. If it's tomorrow, then see you next year. If not, then it'll be today. And then I probably don't know what I'm going to be doing after that. I'll probably recuperate and play video games. But I do have a couple of other things planned. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed. I hope you all have a wonderful new year. Despite everything that kind of happened this year, I did have a great year in the sense that I made it through. So I'm grateful for every moment that I have. And it was so nice to share this time with you guys. And I hope you all have a wonderful day. And I will be back with another speed paint, hopefully real soon. Bye!